Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 9.15. The chapter which we are related with is labor costing. We have already solved 14 questions. This is 9.15 and you are well familiar with the performa format and the methodology which is being used to calculate labor costing. As you know, there is no permanent or fixed format or performer for any of the question. We usually see the question, we plan the solution, and according to that plan we redesign the solution format of the question. And I'm very hopeful that there is none of the question which was having the similar format to any other question. Though you can see that we have solved several questions with the same phenomena, like Halsey premium and Rowan, two different formulas were used in several questions, but the method to solve these questions, the format to solve these questions were never be just like same. 9.14 which we have solved earlier was having the same heading, group incentive system. We do have the same heading as well in 9.15, but even then headings are same, concept is same, calculations are same, format would not be same. Format in 9.14 having group incentive was different, and here we will reshape our solution. We will see what is requirement in the question, and according to that requirement we will finalize the format or the performa of the solution of this question. First we will see and review the question. From here you can see the question is going on and on, though it have a length, but it's very interesting question. Again, group means there are several workers present in the same group, and phenomena is all of the members of the group will work separately, accepted. But when they will complete their work, their total and accumulated production will set to make comparison with the standard. But I have said all members of the group will work separately, and then their final production will be accumulated. If total production, that means sum of production of each member of the group will be summed up, and this accumulated production will be compared with the standard production. If group's production group's production of units is more than that of number of units set as standard, then each member of the group will get bonus or any financial benefit. And let's say if A, B, out of all four workers, all five workers, if A and B did a hard work, but C, D, E had not performed well, and group had not achieved the target, number of units produced by the group is less than that of standard, then nobody will get the financial benefit of bonus even if A and B worked hard. That is group way of performing production. So hopefully you have understood. I'm very sure that it is in your mind. If group have achieved the target, each member of the group will get the bonus. If group as a group had not achieved the target, nobody will receive any sort of extra payment in shape of bonus or financial benefit. So this is the concept of group incentive system, and now you can see we have guaranteed hourly rate, and here it is explained how this bonus would be paid. Production of 5 workers will be accumulated, and if it is greater than the standard output, they will be given hourly premium or bonus. And how this bonus would be given? 0.5% for additional for each additional 100 unit. That means 0.5%, 0.5% would be given for 100 extra units. Standard output is also mentioned, 10,000 units. During the week of 40 hours, they have generated this. Now please understand, though it is already given in the question, but we'll have to arrange this data according to our requirement. So first thing first, in previous question it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Instead of that we have different workers. So now we are arranging our data. First column will be used to demonstrate workers, and we have A, B, C, D, E. First worker A, then B, then C, then D, then E. I think 5 workers, yes, 5 workers, and their actual output is mentioned over here 2600. So let me handle it. Just wrap it up so that if heading is going out of the limit, it would remain in the same cell. Wrapped up. Now we are going to see what is their actual production. Little more space is needed. So first step is to see actual production, and then we will see what is their standard production. Standard production. And within that, what you will do? Production. You will see the difference between actual production and standard production. Here we will decide whether they deserve any bonus or not. Actual production would be seen from the book 26, 24, 26, 24, and then we have 23, 25, 23, 2500s, and last person had produced 2200. This is their actual production, and now we will see the standard production. And luckily their standard output is, I was saying luckily, but standard output is not mentioned. So what you will do, you will have to calculate standard production for each unit. Standard output of the group is 10,000 number of units. So here separate production is not given. 10,000 is their standard of production, and we will now see how much production they have done. Here we will get the sum of production of all workers, and that is 12,000. So hopefully you have understood why we are calculating it. Standard production is 10,000 number of unit. Actual production, the workers had produced 12,000. I'm sure you will be able to calculate extra production over here. I'm very hopeful that if we were in the class, I was about to ask how to calculate the extra production. There you can see they actually produced 12,000 units while their standard was just to produce 10,000 units. In this way, you have calculated your extra production over here. They actually produced 12,000 units while their standard to produce number of units were 10,000. So 2,000 extra production. Go back to the question and we need to calculate the percentage. Increase by half, 0.5% for each 100 units. How many extra units they have produced? 2,000. There you will apply a simple unitary method. We were instructed that a percentage would be given for extra units. In question it has been said 0.5% would be given for 100 extra units, and they have produced 2,000 extra units. So how much percentage would be given for 2,000 units? This is our question. Again we will apply our percentage. Okay, cross multiplication would be applied. X multiply by 100, we will get 100x on left side. On right side, second cross multiplication in 2000 would be multiplied with 0.5. So 2000 multiply by 0.5, and from where we have taken this 0.5, go back to the question. This half 1/2 is 0.5%. Same percentage was put over here. Next step is to calculate it. So we have 2000 and would be multiplied by 0.5. We have got that amount. And what would be left on left side of your statement? 100x. Next step is 100 is being multiplied over here. We want to take it to the opposite side. 1000 is already present over here and you want to take 100 to the opposite side. Here it is multiplied. When you will take it to the right side, it would be divided. So we have 1000 divided by 100. Now let's calculate it. 1000 divided by 100, we have got 10. And what it is? It is percent. Percent of what? Go back to the question. For the purpose of hourly premium, that means bonus. Half percent for 100 units. And since they have produced 2000 extra unit, so this percentage is actually the percentage of bonus. Percentage of bonus is exactly calculated according to the instructions in the question. This is the first thing, first standard we have made. Let's highlight it. Okay, now gets back to the question. We need to calculate gross earning of each worker. So again, we'll go back to this stage and we will calculate their normal wages and then we will calculate their bonus and final total wages would be calculated over here. Since performer was already present, we are taking benefit. This part of extra production was considered to be a separated part, and here we will calculate normal wages, bonus and total wages of all four workers separately. For that, what you will do, normal wages will be calculated in the way where you will see how many hours they have worked and will multiply with per hour rate. So this way you calculate the wages of worker A. Hours they have worked is mentioned over here. During the week, each worker in the group had worked for 40 hours. So that means it would be similar for everyone and per hour rate is mentioned separately. I think we should have another column over here. So because we need to demonstrate in a proper and better way, let's transfer this data to this way. Here you will calculate their per calculate means you will mention per hour rate over here and it was given in the question per hour rate. Let's take it from the question 12.5 11 12.5 11, then we have 10 12.5 10 12.5 and after that we have again 10. So these are per hour rates for each member separately. Hours they have worked 40 and now you will multiply hours multiply by per hour. Per hour rate is 12.5. 40 is similar for everyone. So 40 multiplied by 12.5. Please note it down. This way you will be able to calculate normal wages of first worker A. Calculated. Now for second worker he had also worked for 40 hours and 11 per hour rate. For third worker he had also worked for 40 hours multiplied by per hour rate 10. Next worker he had also worked for 40 hours multiply per hour rate 12.5. Next worker 40 hours he had also worked and per hour rate 10. And now come down. Here you have calculated 10% of amount of wages would be given as bonus. So bonus how you will calculate? Normal wages and you will multiply it with 10%. This way you will be able to calculate the amount of bonus. So first worker we will calculate the amount of bonus wages which were supposed to be given to worker A 500 and now you will calculate 10%, 10 divided by 100 to calculate the amount of bonus of worker A. In the similar way second worker 440 and you will give 10% as bonus. Amount of bonus of second worker. Similarly, 400 were normal wages of third worker. You will give 10% as amount of bonus. So 400. Next worker 500 was gross earning and you need to calculate 10% for his bonus. Last worker he was about to receive 400 wages and you need to give 10% as bonus. So amount of bonus you have calculated is 40. So this way you have calculated individual amounts of wages and amount of bonus. So total wages would be calculated over here. How? Each worker is getting wages in a different way. First worker total wage, how you will calculate normal wages plus bonus. I should have mentioned over here. Let's mention it. You need to know how you will calculate your wages, where you will see normal wages and you will sum amount of bonus or premium. Since in question it is mentioned as premium, bonus word is not used. So in this way you will calculate your total wages of each worker. So first worker normal wages were 500 and then you will add amount of bonus 50. So first answer should be 550 and here you can see A's answer is 550. For second worker normal wages 440, amount of bonus 44. So you have got 484 for B. Next worker 400 was normal wages and 40 was amount of bonus. So 440 for C. Look at here the answer. And then third worker 500 normal wages and 50 was amount of bonus. D's wages 550. We are comparing these answers as well. Luckily the answers and the solution are in the same screen. E worker earnings were normal earning 400 and 40 was the amount of bonus. This way you have calculated your total wages. Now finally you can calculate grand total of total wages. These lines were disturbed. Let's remove them and settle down in a proper way. Here you will be making it again. Alright, our question has been arranged. In first part, you have calculated extra production, which was 2000. You have calculated percentage, and then this percentage was applied as bonus. Two ways we have calculated total wages. First, normal wages where bonus was not included, and then you have calculated the bonus. Addition of these two amounts would be your total wages. Each worker wage was calculated separately, individually, and here we will calculate their total wages in two ways. We can calculate it. First, you will see how much total normal wage was. To take some, I will get help from Excel and will ask this software to take some. This way I don't have to write each and every amount. I mentioned Excel to sum up all of the amounts present in this column. So 2250. Now we will calculate amount of bonus in the same way. I will take sum of column of bonus where bonus of 5 workers were present. So we have got the total of bonuses. When you want to calculate grand total of wages and bonuses, simply what you will do, 2240 normal wages and then you will add total bonus 224. So here you have got your grand total of wages 2464. Answer is also match, and there is second way. Here you have calculated total wages of each individual worker. Just take sum. Again, getting help from Excel, I'm taking sum of total wages which were written individually. When you will take sum of individual wages, you will get the same total 2464. In this way, two ways you have used to calculate your grand total of wages. It means total payment to these five workers as a group would be 2464. Individual answers are also matched: 550, 550, 484, 440, 550, and then 440. Grand total 2464 was also matched. In this way, our question has been completed. The twist of the question, or most important part of the question was this, where you have calculated percentage of extra production. This question was a relatively simple question, as actual production was given in the question. We had summed up production of all workers, and standard production was also given in the question. You were not supposed to calculate individual like we have did in previous questions, and extra production was not meant to be calculated, as standard production for individual worker was not present. So in this way, just by accumulating the amounts. Accumulating means we had taken sum of actual production. So sum of actual production was 12,000, standard was 10,000, extra we have concluded as 2,000 number of units. For this 2,000, it was given in the question, for each 100 extra production 0.5% would be given. In unitary method, we have calculated how much percentage would be for 2,000. If 0.5% is for 100, then how much percent for 2000 number of unit? Finally, we have calculated 10%, and this 10% was used to calculate percentage of bonus of each worker. These were normal wages, and we have taken 10% of wages of each person. This way bonus was calculated. Then you have summed up these amount to calculate individual total wages, and sum of individual total wages of all five workers, we have grand total of wages. In this way question has been reviewed. So what is now question number 9.15, answers are matched, question is reviewed, revised, and we have also seen again the important aspect of the question within short time. In this way, our question number 9.15 has been completed. Our task is completed, and even then, if you have any question regarding the solution of 9.15, you are very open to ask through messages, text, or you can directly meet and share your problems. I will definitely be answering these questions instantly, inshallah. So 9.15 is completed. Hopefully we will be looking again for the solution of next question in future, inshallah. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I am requesting you to please pray for me as well. And another request is, please repeat this question for 4 to 5 times, and I'm very sure after revision of this question and solution for 4 to 5 times, there will not be any problem in understanding. So time has been ended. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.